They've made you believe you need permission. Permission to speak. Permission to act. Permission to take what's yours. They hide it in polite words. Wait your turn. Follow the process. Don't rush. They tell you patience is a virtue, but they use it as a leash. The truth? The world was never going to hand you the green light. The world isn't interested in seeing you rise. Because when you rise, you make others feel small. When you move, you force others to adjust. And the people who fear the storm will always tell you to wait for better weather. But storms don't wait. They arrive. They tear down what's weak, and they leave nothing the same. They keep you waiting by convincing you there's a right time. That timing is everything. That you need more credentials, more approval, more experience. It's a trick. Because while you wait, they move. While you prepare, they collect. While you hesitate, they own the very ground you're standing on. They dress delay in the clothes of wisdom. Don't rush in. Make sure you're ready. Be patient. Good things take time, but good things don't come to those who wait. Good things come to those who take. Every maybe next year is a brick in the wall they're building around you. Every let's not get ahead of ourselves is another chain around your ankle. And you've been polite enough to wear those chains. You've been obedient enough to stand in their waiting room. Here's the ugly truth. They'll never call your name. Not because you're not good enough, but because they know you are. They keep you still because motion is dangerous. Because if you move without them, you prove you never needed them in the first place. And that scares them more than anything. There's no form to sign. No letter to receive. No key to be handed over. Permission isn't real, it's just control wearing a friendly face. The switch flips the moment you decide to stop asking. When you stop waiting for someone to validate your next step. When you stop needing their blessing to breathe. You realize the gate you've been staring at is unlocked. It always has been. And the only thing keeping you there was the belief you had to knock first. So you stop knocking. You push. You walk through. And you don't look back to see who noticed. You stop thinking about if and start thinking about how. You stop asking, am I ready? And start asking, what's my next move? Your pace changes. Your tone changes. Your standards change. You notice you have less to say in rooms where no one's building. You have less interest in conversations that lead nowhere. You don't debate anymore. You execute. And the more you move, the more you realize the people you once thought were ahead of you were just standing in front of the line, blocking it. Now you're moving past them without even trying. You stop looking for nods. You stop listening for applause. You stop checking the room to see if they agree. You act. You build. You claim. And at first, they won't understand. They'll tell you to slow down. They'll tell you you're making mistakes. They'll tell you you're reckless. But reckless is just what cautious people call action they can't control. Every step you take without permission chips away at the old you, the one who waited in the corner while others played the game. Now, you're not just in the game, you're changing the rules. Rule 1. Start now, refine later. Storms don't wait for the perfect alignment of the clouds. They form, they move, they dominate. You don't need perfect. You need momentum. Perfection is just procrastination with better power. Rule 2. Expect resistance. Every move you make without permission will be met with noise. They'll question your timing. They'll question your qualifications. They'll question your right to even be in the room. Let them talk. Noise never stopped a hurricane. Rule 3. Be unpredictable in timing, predictable in execution. They shouldn't know when you'll move. Keep them guessing. Arrive earlier than they thought possible. Strike faster than they planned for. But when you do move, make it so precise, so complete, that there's no doubt you'll finish what you start. Rule 4. Protect your speed. Slow thinkers will try to slow you down. They'll disguise their fear as caution. They'll tell you to think it through when what they mean is, give me time to catch up. Don't give them that time. Rule 5. Never hand over the steering wheel. Advice can be helpful. Control is not. The moment you let someone else dictate your direction, you've already agreed to their destination. Rule 6. Don't explain power moves to people who aren't in motion. Static minds cannot understand kinetic decisions. You could explain every detail, every strategy, every reason, and they'd still call it reckless. So don't waste the oxygen. Rule 7. Your approval is the only one that counts. Not your friends. Not your families. Not your competitors. You're the one who has to live with the outcome. If you can sleep with your decision, it's the right one. Rule 8. Hit before the storm is visible. By the time they realize what's coming, it should already be too late to stop it. Preparation in silence is power. Execution without warning is dominance. Rule 9. Learn to vanish. Storms don't stay in one place forever. You appear, you hit, you move on. Keep them wondering when and where you'll show up next. Uncertainty is its own kind of pressure. Rule 10. Make impact your signature. When you leave, there should be evidence you were here. Changed landscapes, shifted dynamics, rearranged priorities. Nothing about the room should look the same after you've passed through it. Storms don't ask for permission. They don't seek validation. They just become, and once they do, everything else learns to move around them. They'll try at first. Oh, they'll try. They'll remind you of the rules. They'll tell you what's allowed. They'll quote the same old lines. It's not how things work. You have to go through the right channels. But when they see it doesn't work, when they see you moving anyway, their tone changes. The same mouths that told you, wait, will suddenly be asking, how did you do that? The same faces that frowned at you will start forcing smiles. Some will keep their distance because deep down, they hate what you've done. You've proven they wasted years waiting for permission that never mattered. Others will try to attach themselves to you, to ride the momentum they never had the courage to create. And here's where the reckoning comes. You don't let everyone on the boat. You remember who doubted. You remember who laughed. You remember who told you to sit back down. And when they ask to join, you don't have to yell. You don't have to gloat. You just say, this storm isn't slowing down for you, and you keep moving. You've waited long enough. You've played small long enough. You've stood in lines that were never going to move. Now, you are the weather. You decide when it rains. You decide when the sky's clear. You decide where the lightning hits. Storms don't ask if it's convenient. They don't check the calendar. They don't send a warning. They just arrive, and when they do, nothing is the same after. So stop waiting for a green light from people who benefit from your red one. Stop asking for a seat at the table you could flip over. Stop thinking you need their stamp to start moving. Permission is the cage. Power is the key. And storms don't knock. They break the door and flood the room. When they ask, "Who let you do this?" you smile, tilt your head, and tell them, "No one. I let myself." And by the time they process it, you'll already be gone, leaving only the echo of thunder behind you.